Hey people, it's a nice day out here. I got my shave on, and I've been banned from YouTube on my main channel for another week, so I'll put this on my backup channel. But I got some good stuff that appears to be plagiarized from the Book of the Dead of Amos, and I'm gonna show you some stuff about the soul, the Egyptian soul first, so you understand better, and a little bit about Ahmose. And so I'm out here on the roof getting a little bit of sun, but it gets loud out here, so I'm gonna go inside and finish this. So there's many parts of the Egyptian soul, and so the first one we're going to talk about is this Ka, the vital essence. The Ka is spelled K-E. We see it looks like this, K-E. And so the K, means to give, and E means life, to give life. And so, the Ka is what distinguishes between the living and dead. If it's dead, it's got no Ka in it. It's what gives life. And so this is where your word karma come from. Rama means to see into, to give life to see in, the karma. But you have a couple kinds of karma. You got karma Miranda and karma Maria. Karma Miranda is the day that life is summoned before its maker. Karma Maria is the day that it's put into a life. And then you have the Ba, or the personality. And so Ba, is best represented as a reputation. Your reputation, what you do here on earth, what you left behind you. And your Ka and your Ba separates, when you're in the tomb. And so the Ba leaves the tomb and it goes to be judged. All of your deeds, your reputation goes to be judged, and it goes through the travels, the perils of the afterlife, and then it comes back and rejoins with the Ka, if it's successful. And you have your shadow, and that's the gravity, that holds you down to earth. Every time you jump, it's like your shadow's underneath you, pulling you back down. And then this jib they call the heart, and I think that it's changed up in the Hebrew as the AV. It's of, the knowledge in, and it's where all the parts of the soul come together. And you have your ket, and I believe this is better spelled as with the tet on the end. TH is in catch, because it had to exist, to have intelligence. You got to catch it. You ain't got no catch. You're not catching. It's going over your head. You're not catching what I'm saying. And there's a little bit more to the soul, but they believe that the world was created with magic, and so magic was in everything, and the magic took the form of the soul. And so these thoughts, they changed, varied between the kingdoms. But most of the funerary texts, they have the cat is a physical body. That's the thing that catches all the different parts of the soul in the physical body. And the Sa, the spiritual body, the Ran, the name, our identity. And this is how you become God. You do something on earth to make people remember your name and keep on saying it. And every time somebody in the future says your name, it empowers you as a God. In Ba, your reputation, personality, and the Ka, to give the life, the life-giving power. And then the of, the heart. And the shadow, what keeps you on earth. And the Ak, I believe that would be better pronounced the Ik, the I-K. When I see that word, I tell you, Ik is an ancient word that is the glue that sticks the soul to the body. It's combined spirits of a dead person that successfully completed his transition of the afterlife. So Amos is translated as the moon is born. He was the pharaoh, the founder of the 18th dynasty and the first dynasty of the New Kingdom, in the era when Egypt achieved its peak of its power. So it was his grandfather that ran out the Hyksos, and his father was killed when he was 7. And so his brother took the throne but died shortly after. And so he completed the job of running the Hyksos out. And then he reopened the quarries and the mines and trade routes and got everybody back to work. He was like the Trump of his time. And you can see that name here in the birth of Akhenaten's twins here. And on the 12th moon, you see that name right here, Ahmose. And both of the kids are pointing it out, so you know that's what they're talking about. So this comes from this book, Amos 8. And I don't recommend anybody learning the Hebrew. It's difficult, and the rabbis came and read this. And that's why they have so many different words, meaning Lord and God. You know, it means they don't understand them or they don't want to interpret it. But most of the time, you know, they say this means Lord. They'll split it up here so they can say it means God sometime. 608 times, I guess they're going to say it means God. But, you know, they also say Elohim means God. And if you click on that, you're going to see a huge list of other words they say mean God. And this isn't all of them. There's many more lists of words. Just means they don't want to translate it. And the same here in Genesis 2 is the first time that they say Lord here. You know. And they say 6,218 times this means Lord. But it's the same exact word, the Yahweh, you know, that they say means God here. And like I say, they can't read it or they don't want you to know what it says. So there was another Amos, and he was named after Amos the first. And he was a soldier, and he served through 3 kings, through 3 pharaohs. And he was the real power. He's the one that actually did the driving out of the Hyksos. And there's a little bit about it here on Wikipedia. But you can get more about it at the Adventures in History Land, The Greatest Warrior. And it tells more of his story of how he fought until his 80s. He was still kicking ass. And he received 7 gold medals of valor. So this is Amos, and it's, you know, a basket of ripe fruit. You see it over here. And it's this ka, the ka hearing, E-R-A-N-I. You know, like when you've been arraigned to court, or you're hearing, you know, the rang. And so the soul hearing in the day have, you know, I-N-D-A. It starts with A, it reads backwards. In the day, Y-E-V-E. The soul hearing in the day have when call of fix. Call of, this is where your word glove fits comes from. You know, this is Q-F-I and the X is T-S, fits. But this is the call of. And so you carry a basket out in the garden and you pick all your ripe fruit. You know, you're culling the call of fix. And so, you know, in the day of your hearing, you know, the gatekeeper of Matt. And so, you know, you bring your call of fix. You bring your basket of fruit to the gatekeeper and show him all the deeds that you have done, you know, with the soul that you were given, with the ka that you were given, you know, the life that you were given. And so at the weighing of the heart, you know, you bring in your basket of fruit. You're making your plea before the court. The ka, the soul hearing, in the day have when cull of fix. And yammer and said, me, the tater, who, the tater row, backwards and forwards after attack, the T-A-T-E, tate, is where your word dictate come from, Me, the tater, I'm the one who has the final say of the tater. And I talked about that yesterday, that's a diphthong, and it means, the god, the ash. Me, the tater, Ahmose. Me, the final word, Amos. To Omar, Omar is, I always give it the word, but it more means the commanding word. Homer, to command the cull of fix. I'm the tater, Amos, to command the cull of fix, the basket of fruit, what I have done throughout my life to show for on my judgment day. And yammer and said, you ill ba. You ill. This reads backwards, I-L-A, and ill means sick in most every language. Ill, is not up to par. You ill ba, your ill soul. Not just soul, but your ill, reputation of the soul. Effects, E-F-X. It has the ill reputation affects. The ill reputation affects, the call of fix. Lame, L-A-I-M. L-A and then backwards and forwards. The lame homie. The lame homie of your people. The lame of your people is rule, his role, his job, his role. Lo, beware. Lo, beware of backwards and forwards. Pishu, P-I-S-U, the cat of sip. Ode of where it, to see connection through, of where it. Lu, is it, he, she, or it, whatever you were talking about. And so see of where the cat is what it's talking about. Yeah, so the cat's usually hiding, under the chair, eating a fish. And so beware of the cat, where it's at. And hallelujah. This is where your word hallelujah come from. They say it means, hallelujah is praise and Yah is God. And hallelujahs are what? Hallelujahs are what they call, E-Y-K-L, they call by us the who knows in day have. Reeve the pigger. Reeve, if you're going to lace up your shoes, that's to reeve. You reeve through all the eyelets. It means to line everything up, to go through the processes necessary to reeve. By us, the who knows in the day have. Reeve the pigger. The pigger is where your word piggy bank come from. It's old clay pot, the pigger, where they put your ashes. To reeve, go through the process to put you in the pigger. First they burn you, and they put your ashes in the pigger. So by us, the who, the knows in the day have. Reeve the pigger, that knows the process to put you in the clay pots. The who knows in day have reeve the pigger, in cull from whiffum views the slickest. You know, that's the ones who's making all the money. They are the slickest. And so in call from whiff, M, you know, this is a M, but when it's on the final, it's a S on the way back. So it's from, M, from, whiff, from fuse, you know, from the smell, from the whiff, from fuse, the slickest. And so yeah, that's the slickest, is the Undertaker. They done made you believe that you don't go to heaven if they don't do you just right, and they charge you outrageous money to get your body prepared. But the slick, that's where your word slickest come from. But it's, you know, the fires of make fold. S, fire, L of yod, make, ka, fold. The secrets. I don't have a whole lot of subs on this backup channel, so I'm gonna cut this off here, and I'll I think I can get the rest. This is only 14 lines. I think I can get the rest of it all. I think I can get the rest of it all in one movie here. It's fairly easy to read. This whole book, all 9 chapters, easy to read. All right, good day.